Another night of another post-game report. What is going on, everybody? What is happening? AFG 1997 coming back with you guys another, excuse me, on this first baseball video of the year 2026 World Baseball Classic. I almost forgot about that because I haven't posted that video ever since I got a Chromebook 2 years ago. Well, guys, here we are. Oh my goodness gracious. What a game. Absolutely a tremendous game. And now we're about to read a story, and we're going to have an article first before we get to the highlights. So here we are. Team USA beats Mexico 5-3. Mexico, Estados Unidos, ganado de Mexico 5-3. Now I'm watching college basketball. I know what I've been watching. So here we go. Our judge, Ramon Anthony Lee. Yeah, you see the title right there in WBC. Here we go. Aaron Judge, according to the AP, hit a 2-run homer, and Ramon Anthony had a 3-run blast in the big third inning to lead the United States to a 5-3 win over Mexico in the World Baseball Classic, Clásico Mundial de Béisbol. Estados Unidos ganado México 5-3 allá at Houston's Daikin Park on Monday night, on lunes, esta noche lunes, and that's tonight, earlier tonight. Tomorrow night, the United States improved to 3-0 and will meet also undefeated Italy 2-0 on tomorrow night, seeking to secure a spot in the quarterfinals in Houston this weekend. Yes, they don't want to go back to Miami unless Italy's going to pull off the piece of a puzzle of an upset. So we'll have to wait and see. Because tonight's game, Italy's game, we'll look at the scores right now. You know what? Yeah. Italy doesn't play until tomorrow. Because yesterday, on my birthday, and we'll look at the standings too, by the way. Yes, they beat Great Britain, so that means Great Britain has been eliminated. They beat them 7-4, so they're 2-0. There's that. Jarren Duran from the Boston Red Sox, homer twice for Mexico 2-1. We'll be facing Italy on Wednesday night on the last game, of Group B play. Yeah, Pole B play, I should say. So Italy's going to be facing 2 North American teams back-to-back nights. So that is going to come down to that. So, man, Jarren Duran just went on a bomb earlier tonight on the left field, right on top of the scoreboard on the right field, on the other side of it. The game was played in front of a sellout crowd of 41,628 that was decisively pro-Mexico. And I don't mind with that. I mean, I'm a U.S. citizen. I love Mexico. I was born in the United States, born and raised as a Texan, and we usually cross the border to hand out the IDs. I should say IDs, birth certificate, and head to Mexico. And then you come back here. ID, birth certificate, and say United States citizenship. That's all we gotta say. Bring some foods, bring some goodies. Besides, worse things. Yeah. So there's that. Hey, I'm a Mexican American Texan as part of me. Texan Mexican American as part of me because I was from here to over there because I'm from the state of Texas also. I mean, I don't mind it. United States and Mexico, still respective country for me. I mean, yes, it's a rivalry in this sport, but in the real life, we go peacefully without going to war. We don't want that. We do not want that in the Civil War. We want a better life without anything what's going on. So I'm just gonna go off for that. So, Ray NL Cy Young Award winner Paul Skenes out of LSU currently the Pittsburgh Pirates allow 1 hit and struck out 7 times in 4 innings. And the United States advantage an 11-5 loss to Mexico. Yes, 3 years ago in the WBC. It was in Phoenix, Arizona at Chase Field. We all remember that. We all remember that on a Sunday night, on Oscars night. I was watching that game. And it took it everywhere on Mexico. Let's not forget that. And 3 years later, here we are. So here we go. The United States led by 3 entering the 8th inning before Duran took Matthew Boyd. Yes, Matthew Boyd. I think he played for the Texas Rangers. No, Chicago Cubs, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not, yes, he played for my Chicago Cubs from Mercer Island, Washington. He's a lefty. He throws. He's a lefty. Last season, 14 wins and 8 losses. And happy belated birthday, by the way, from February 2nd, 35 years old. So hopefully we'll get to see him again when the time comes, when it comes to postseason. So here he is. Deep for his second homer, Boyd then hit Randy Rosarena on the arm with a pitch before striking out John de Rodanda. Yeah, Randy Rosarena, currently from the Seattle Mariners, last season's postseason run all the way through the ALCS, did not make that happen for that one. It just fell short against the Toronto Blue Jays. We knew that. And speaking about Alejandro, we'll get to Alejandro Kirk. Griffin Jacks, who was part of the United States Marines base. He was the first United States, in history to play the World Baseball Classic. And he's from Phoenix, Arizona, and played for the Tampa Bay Rays. Last season, 99 strikeouts and 4.23 earned run average. And he's got a better career coming up. I mean, he's got a long road ahead of it with the Rays. I mean, he's a righty, a relief pitcher. Took over and induced a double play grounder from the Toronto Blue Jays, Alejandro Kirk, to end the inning. Yes, that we all saw that one. That just grounded on a double play. Man, Bobby Witt Jr., he just went unstoppable. My goodness. That was unhandleable. My heavens. He's born in Texas. He was born in Texas. Bryce Harper singled on the ball that hit reliever Jesus Cruz on the leg with no outs in the 3rd inning. Eric Judge followed with his drive to right field to put the Americans up 2-0 and give them 2 home runs in the tournament. Yes, all rise for the New York Yankees, 3-time American League MVP. Still hasn't won a World Series. I mean, the time will come. The time will usually come very soon for the Yankees. And then Kyle Schwarber, former Chicago Cub, current Philadelphia Phillies, after the Boston Red Sox single, and Cal Raleigh, the big dumper who hit 60 home runs last season and did not win the American League MVP still. 60 home runs, 125 ribbies. I mean, he's got best numbers last year. I mean, he's the big dumper. He reminds me of Jake Taylor from the Cleveland, from the Major League. Was hit by a pitch with 1 out before Anthony's homer to right center pushed the lead to 5-0. Yeah. Big dumper, give us some lots of help coming away, and then it's just everybody's a big dumper. And that Duran homer for a second straight game was his sole shot off Boyd that cut the lead to the 5-1 with 1 out in the 6th. There were 2 on and 2 outs with Joey Meneses single in the run to make it 5-2 and then 5-3. I hope there's more of that so we can just read the rest of them more. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And guys, earlier today, Tyler Skubal, he's out. He's out. He got pulled off. He decided to not to participate in World Baseball Classic. I don't blame him, guys. I don't blame him because he chose not to participate. It's his choice because he wants to go back to spring training baseball with the Detroit Tigers team. I don't blame him because it is. What else can you say? It is hurtful. And here's from what Skubal just said. Quote, my spring training start days were scripted out in January with the original plan being starting and then being done. And obviously when I got here my emotions kind of changed a little bit. My thoughts process changed a little bit and tried to make it work but it just couldn't. And I hated it, but it's alright. Another one. And the resounding message was too kind of being done. Be done, but still be around the team as much as I can. And this is for Mark. Well, yeah, because last season he had the best season for the Detroit Tigers. He won the Cy Young Award winner. I get that. All right, I get it. Skubal will be a free agent after the season, if there is one, because of the lockout coming up. God, I hope not. And now Mark DeRosa put this out because he just kind of supports Tarek Skubal. Tarek Skubal. Here's what DeRosa says. I know what's at stake for him. I'm over the moon to be. He decided to show in the first place for us. I really am, and take the ball for us. I mean, I think it meant a lot to a lot of guys in that room. We know where his heart is. If he was in a different situation, he would be leaving. And here's what back to Skubal just says. I totally misread how I feel. He says, yeah, and I feel like I'm generally a guy that kind of understands emotions. I pitch with a lot of them, but yeah, I missed it there, and that's what made this decision tough. And what he wanted to get a piece with that decision is just too tough for Skubal. No, I'm still not. He says, I think the only way I'll be at peace with it is in Miami celebrate after we win the whole effing thing. He's doing like the same thing as Cal Raleigh says during the clinch in the playoffs, and with the AL West division, the postseason. Now with Jake Taylor ever since Major League, win the whole effing thing from the movie. I love America. I love our country. I love everything, and that this tournament is about. Hopefully, the United States make all the way, but we'll see how that's gonna come down to, because it's gonna be. And I feel bad for Tarek Skubal, but he's going back to Detroit. He's still a Cy Young Award winner last season, and what's going to happen if he is a free agent? Is he staying with Detroit because he's got a pretty good arm, or is he going somewhere else? I mean, let's look at the stats. He went 13-6 last season, 241 strikeouts, 2.21 ERA, and he's got 889 strikeouts in his career. He's 29. I'm in the same age as I am. He's almost 30. And he started back in 2020. Alright? That started all the way back in 2020. Tarek Skubal. I mean, 2024 was the best for him. 18 wins and 4 losses. 13 wins and 6 losses last season. I mean, it's a different year. But what else you can't help it. I don't blame him. I mean, it's his choice. and then I just like hate to see the guy go out. I hate to see the guy leave the team and choose not to be participate the team. Hey, it's life. Life in baseball is not easy. I mean, this is. But here's the thing: be happy that you showed up. But at the end of the day, Tyler Skubal, you decide to go out and say, "Hey, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm sorry. I got some family. Well, I got some teammates to take care of." So here earlier today's game, before we get to the box scores, Korea is already moving on. They're going to the quarterfinals for the first time in 17 years and knocked Chinese Taipei out. I mean, that is a wake-up call since Saturday night before my birthday. They win at 7-2 over Australia. That sent them home. Them and Chinese Taipei. Colombia took a win against Panama, which means Venezuela and Puerto Rico. Well, Venezuela and Dominican Republic are moving on. Also, Puerto Rico is also moving on. With I forgot the team it was. Because you got Canada. Well, Canada. Yeah, Canada and Cuba. It is not even over yet because it is not over yet. Great Britain just beat Brazil easily. Dominican Republic beat Israel, which I'm fine with that. Venezuela beat Nicaragua 4-0. Yeah, Puerto Rico beat Cuba 4-1. But they gotta face Canada on Cuba. But they gotta take care of Puerto Rico first tomorrow night. They gotta take care of it because it's not gonna be an easy game. Because Japan's got one more game in the morning against Czech Republic, and that's gonna be it. And they're gonna be ready for the quarterfinals this week. It's gonna be very crazy to watch. I mean, I'm looking forward to those games, and it's gonna come down to the last of it, of the wire. So, here we are, guys. The United States took care of Mexico. And now the box score you're looking at, I'm going to get to that right now on the box score, and we'll look at the play-by-play. And then the team stats. If I wish there was a team stats, but what else can you say? What else can you say, guys? It's part of it, and it's baseball. You love the game. I love the game too. And it's Major League Baseball. It is the beauty of the most. So, right now, tonight's game, USA has 8 hits than 7, and these two teams are split with home runs on twice. Total bases, 4 more on United States, and then runners on LOB. That's the United States take care of it. And then strikeouts. Mexico's got 5 more strikes, hits allowed, and then you got 7 more walks than the United States, only for 1. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Here are the box score. Tonight's game. Well, first time since the World Series. Well, this game goes to Jarren Duran. He went 4 for 3 today, 2 home runs with a ribby and a run, and 1 strikeout allowed. He averaged 500 on tonight's game. And then you got on the worst slump. Well, Meneses pinch hit on designated hitter. He went 2 for 2. He's got a ribby. He showed his heart out. Heck of a game he has. And Jonathan Aranda, 1 for 3, only a run and a walk and strikeout allowed, but the others did not show up. Well, Alejandro Kirk went 1 for 4, 1 strikeout. Randy Rosadena, 0 for 3. 0 for 2. Rowdy Delis. Oh, yeah, 0 for 2. Nacho Alvarez Jr. 0 for 3. Osuna 0 for 1. Gonzalez 0 for 3. Ornelas 0 for 1. Alec Thomas from the Arizona Diamondbacks 0 for 4. And Joey Ortiz 0 for 3. No one showed up. No one showed up. But here are the United States stats. Bobby Witt Jr. went 4 for 2. 2 for 4. And a walk to him. And he just played good. Bryce Harper for the Philadelphia Phillies. He went 1 for 5. Only a run, but 3 strikeouts allowed. All Rise to Judge went 2 for 3. He only got 2 walks, 2 ribbies, 1 run, and that was a home run. He got a home run. All right, he's only got a home run except Kyle Schwarber went 1 for 4. Only a run, only a walk allowed, a walk in, and then strikeout allowed. And then Alex Bregman now with the Chicago Cubs, he went 0 for 3 after a walk, and then he got a strikeout. Terribly. And then the Big Dumper went 0 for 3. He only got a run and 3 strikeouts, 3 Ks allowed. Roman Anthony went 1 for 3. He had twice of his home runs. And he's got 1 run, 3 strike. Well, yeah, 1 run, 3 ribbies. Well, 1 home run, 1 walk, and then Byron Buxton went 0 for 3. One walk and 2 strikeouts allowed, and then 1 for 4, but by Terang from Texas Rangers. And there's the numbers. This is right there. I mean, Duran 6 inning off on Boyd with nobody on, with 1 out, and then 8th inning off, nobody on with no outs. In the 8th inning, that's on Duran. Then you got home runs. And let's start with this. In the 3rd inning off, Cruz 2 on, 1 out. Anthony hit a home run. Judge 3 inning off on Cruz, the same person, 1 on, nobody out. And then ribbies. We told you about the ribbies. I mean, they gotta step it up against Italy tomorrow. They gotta get ready for that next game. And then the base running, second base off on Durte and Kirk for the 3rd time for Bobby Witt Jr. They gotta get some work. And then assist Eric Judge, Ortiz at 3rd base. And now the pitching. Paul Skenes had a great game. 7 strikeouts and took everybody out. He's got 1 walk, 1 hit allowed, 4 innings. Outstanding. Except Veranda. 1 case, 3 walks allowed, 2 hits allowed, and then 4 hits allowed on Cruz. 1. Yeah. And then he's got. Everybody's got strikeouts. Gastelum, Guerrero, Nadella Jr., Durte, Reyes, and Garcia. 10 strikeouts for Mexico. There are 2 strikeouts for Estados Unidos. Klimiker, Boyd, Jax, and Whitlock. But 5 hits allowed on Matthew Boyd for our Chicago Cubs. I mean, ever since that performance against the Brewers in the NLDS, pretty much vanished himself. It's just nowhere to go. And now you see it on strikes, on call strikes, swing strikes, and that's Boyd. 7 out of 12. 9 out of 9. The dude's got to get some work done when it comes to the tournament. I mean, yeah. I mean, do not blame this on everybody. They played their hearts out today. It's a great game. Love watching it, but what else can you say? And this is from the top of the first. I think there is one that is there. Yes, that is the one. Yeah. Terrain double to the right, and Anthony throws it out at home, which is kind of like really good play. Really good play, and I kind of like it. It doesn't bother. I mean, one hit, no errors in the bottom of the second inning, and then you got one error that is, I think it was drawn by single to the right. Yeah, Ortiz was saved at first by throwing an error. Yes, and this was on Mexico, except that started on error judge. Excuse me, at the homer to the right, 364 feet, and that's what Herbert scored in. And then you got Roman Anthony homer to the right center, 417. Schwarber scored, and Raleigh scored. Runners 2 on, nobody out. Interesting. Well, I should say, what with 1 out, and this is what nobody out after Judge hit a home run, and then things change when it comes to Mexico, and that's what Duran homer in the left center, 264 feet. I mean, Duran just homered the left field on the top of the scoreboard when, yeah. You can't even reached it. I mean, it's part of it, like Minute Maid Park, the old Minute Maid Park. And then Meneses reached infield single, shortstop. Yeah, because Aranda scored and Kirk scored. You can't even stop it. I mean, they can't handle their defense of the United States. They gotta get some pressure in, and they gotta get some pressure in. And Duran homer again in the right field, 374 feet, his second homer of the night. And then barely survived. Barely survived. And it was a great game. Now, World Baseball Classic is not over. Again, tomorrow, Puerto Rico's got to take care of Canada. Italy and the United States game tomorrow. That's going to be interesting. Japan's going to blow out Czech Republic. But Wednesday is going to come down to this. Venezuela, Dominican Republic, you got Cuba, Canada, and Puerto Rico. Italy and Mexico is going to come down in Pool B, who will be heading into the next round to the quarterfinals. That's what comes down to that in the tournament. Puerto Rico has now been clinched. And then Puerto Rico will be facing Canada tomorrow. And then Cuba, Canada Wednesday night. And then USA, Italy begins tomorrow night. And then the next night, Italy and Mexico. Great Britain and Brazil are out. Japan's already moved on. And Korea is moving on. They own a tiebreaker with Chinese Taipei. That's what matters. And then come down to this tomorrow on Wednesday, Venezuela and Dominican Republic is going to come down to that game. I mean, that's going to be great. For 2 teams, we'll move on to the next round. 8 teams going to the WBC, Houston and Miami. What do you guys think of this? USA takes down Mexico for the first time in 20 years since 2006. It's been a long time coming. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, ring that bell notification on, and share this video out there. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. USA beats Mexico for the first time in 20 years. It's been a long time. I mean, I still respect Mexico. I still respect the United States of America. I mean, both teams play their hearts out, and it's both countries of mine. I still love them. Still love Mexico. It is. That's what it all means. It is just simple as that. Win or lose. Great game for both teams. You guys have a good night. Peace. I'm out until the next time.